Spring marks the start of the energetic new year, and I really love treating this time of the year as my own personal new year. The flowers are blooming, the trees are starting to bud, the sun is out stronger and longer, and it's giving us more light throughout the day. There's a sense of freshness and renewal in the air, and I like to channel that energy into my day to day. I very much love to live in alignment with the energy of the season that I'm in, and I work that energy into my overall lifestyle, which helps me to find balance. I'm going to link a few articles in the description of this video of the things that I'm doing this spring to support my mind, body, and soul, some habits that I have for spring, some self care ideas for spring. Last week, I made a video on how to romanticize your life in spring. I'll link that video above as well. I've been saying I was going to do a cloffice, which is a closet/office tour, for a few months now, and when spring rolled around, I decided to pair the tour with the spring cleaning vlog. I made a spring cleaning checklist, and even though this room serves as an office and a closet, and also kind of just like a hangout space, you'll notice there's nothing about swapping out clothes, tackling clothes, or anything clothes related on this spring cleaning checklist. To be honest, it's just a little too cold out still, and I won't be swapping shoes for sandals or pants for shorts for another month or so, if even that soon. But let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on the organization of my actual closet and all of my clothes and how I keep them organized in this room as like my closet office. But for today, I'm really just tackling the surface stuff. Here are the before shots, and after I'm done spring cleaning, I'll do a proper walkthrough tour at the end. I have two dressers here in the main room, and then I have my closet nook, which is where I keep my shoes, bags, accessories, my vanity, any clothes that need to be hung. Every surface in this room is going to get a good deep clean. I'm also going to clean the windows, windowsills, and baseboards. I'm going to wait to do the floors until the forecast is a little nicer so I can take the rug out and let it hang on the line. I'm going to move this shelf out of this room because I think it's just a bit too dark in this room. I would like to brighten it up in here. And I have a bookshelf in my bedroom that I'm going to swap out and put here instead. I'd like to just make my bedroom a little more minimalist. Over the winter, I kept all of my plants on top of this dresser because this area gets the most sun throughout the day, and keeping them together on top of the lights helps them to stay warm. Plus, I was able to use a little humidifier for them throughout the winter when the air was really dry, but now it's actually too much sun and the air is getting a little more humid, so I can move some of these plants. As you can see, some of them are even starting to burn, so I'm just going to swap them around. I'm going to add vases and flowers to the dresser under my TV. I decorate for autumn with velvet pumpkins and for Christmas with bottle brush trees, and now it's just like bland and boring, so I want to spruce this area up a little bit. My desk has become like a catch-all table. I want to start using it as a proper desk again, so I need to clean that off really well. And the nook has gotten to be such a disorganized mess, and I am so ready to clean that up too. I also got a new coffee table for this space and some little things like new outlet covers. There are so many cute outlet covers that you can get. This was actually really hard to choose from. When I moved the furniture off the walls, I found some surprises under the couch and under some of the furniture. And this is honestly why I spring clean, to move energy around in the space. And, I didn't need this stagnant old Saks order energy sitting under my couch anymore with those boxes. So it's just nice to throw these away. I started cleaning off the shelves and dusting off my camera gear. If anyone knows a non-plastic or like non-toxic duster that works as good as these, please let me know. But in the interim, the Swiffer dusters really are the best. Before COVID, I was a freelance travel photographer, and I was actually sponsored by Olympus cameras, so I have a ton of Olympus camera gear. This lens is my favorite. It's Olympus's version of a 16-35, and it is so heavy. It honestly weighs more than both of my camera bodies combined. And since I'm moving the shelf that these cameras were sitting on, I'm going to be relocating them to the top of this closet. And I like to make my own cleaner. This is a blend of white vinegar and essential oils. For this spring blend, I used citrus essential oils, which were blood orange, grapefruit, and lime. Let me know in the comments if you want me to show you how I do this. And when I was dusting and cleaning the baseboards, I found a tiny little spider. And to be honest, like a few years ago, I probably would have freaked out and maybe even killed him. But over the last 5 years or so, I've found a lot of compassion for all of God's creatures, even the little scary ones. And I also realized we are cohabitating on Earth, and it's not fair for me to get upset that a spider wound up in my house. Like, technically, my house is on top of his home, which is the Earth. So lately, if I find a bug in the house, I just take them outside. And I used to also be really scared of bugs, but then I realized like what an irrational fear that is. I am literally a million times bigger than him. He is definitely way more terrified of me than I could ever be of him. And since it's still cold outside, I decided to transplant this guy onto one of my plants. At first, he was like skittish to jump on my hand, but then when it came time to put him on the plant, he didn't want to let go, which was kind of cute. And honestly, the plants are a better home for him. He'll likely find some like little plant bugs to eat in there. So look at that. We're like cohabitating. He's getting rid of the little bugs. He's supporting me. I'm supporting him. And that's how, living in balance works. Anyway, so back to cleaning. Are Italians the only ones who vacuum our couches? I feel like I've been doing this my whole life. I don't know if this is just like an Italian American thing. And you know what they say, you're cleaning really well when before you have officially cleaned up, you have first made an even bigger mess. And I don't know, I just get such a sweet satisfaction from crossing off the different tasks on my spring cleaning list. I love crossing off these things on this list. And this is the final product and the official cloffice tour. If you walk straight into the room, it goes into the nook. And here is the nook space and my vanity. And like I said earlier in the video, let me know in the comments if you want me to talk about like how I organize my accessories and my clothes and like what that all looks like. If you guys are interested in that, I will go deeper into that. And then when you leave the nook, it just enters back into the main room. And here is my desk. I rearranged this shelf up here. And here is the area with my TV. I put those flowers under the TV like I said I wanted to. And I set up that coffee table. The energy of the space feels so much better now than it did before, and I didn't even spend a ton of money to freshen it up. I really just spring cleaned and moved some things around. Let me know in the comments if you have any spring cleaning practices, and don't forget to click subscribe for some more of the aesthetics of my everyday life.